We've all survived a week of the summer writing program, so now we can sit back and relax and enjoy the 4 amazing readers tonight. Up tonight is Nina Zavancevic, Karen Tay Yamashita, Jen Hoffer, and Keith Abbott. And after the first 2 readers, we're going to have a 10-minute intermission. So first up, we have Jen Hoffer. Jen Hoffer is a woman who's lived close to the place of the gods, as the Aztecs called it. On a trip several years ago from the U.S. in an effort to traverse the Pan American Highway, Jen got sidetracked by Mexico, which she fell deeply in love with. Attracted to the impenetrable environment she found in Mexico City, she decided to settle there and has spent the past 5 years editing and translating an anthology of contemporary poetry by Mexican women called What You See Here, which will be co-published by the University of Pittsburgh Press and Ediciones Sin Nombre in 2003. She currently divides her time between Los Angeles and Mexico City. In addition to her writing, Jen collaborates regularly with artists, and her most recent project was with artist Melissa Dine, was the construction of a large-scale camera obscura, meaning dark room in Latin, in a public plaza on a busy downtown corner in Mexico City. Participants leave the bustling plaza and walk into a small, dark, round room, fascinated by their ability to manipulate and view the perfectly clear, reframed image of the plaza before them. Jen is the author of As Far As, from A-Bend, Laws, published in Abacus, The 315 Experiment, a project that came out of the Naropa Summer Writing Program in conjunction with Lee Ann Brown, Donica Dinsmore, and Bernadette Mayer from the Owl Press. Her most recent book is Slide Rule from Subress, and she can also be found in the latest edition of Naropa's Bombay Gin. Please welcome poet, translator, and traveler, Jen Hoffer.
Thank you very much for being here. This should be higher, otherwise I will slouch. This will look unattractive. I'll just talk for a moment and you will give me feedback. Yes, hello, is this okay? Okay. I'm reading mostly poems from my book Slide Rule, which came out a few weeks ago, a few new works, and I am reading one poem in Spanish written by me. This poem is for Joanne Kiger. The denotative sky through its frame is sky. Through its sky is sky. There is a boat in the distance. A claim to being or reading in the avoidance, making or marrying a thing which wants a claim in the car, in the interim or infantile prorated storefronts, or the painting was titled How More Pleased with Ourselves Could We Be? Malaise of nausea, mapless or ego. Anxiety casts no shadow, therefore it must be noon. Memory at a distance, convexly refocusing, stammer-like rental instruments, annihilating the rust off experience, the thing of the thing, or pledge of allegiance, declaration of incandescence, studied, and into the shadow of what, subtitled, restored, neglected over a period of days or years, posed, collected in aerial view, in arbitration, North America, decoy vehicles foisted upon fetish, reinvented in chiseled, nibbled bits, not being in the world, thus displayed, no effort, no state, the proper window evidently invincible, derailed, sit here on the curb, why don't you? To prove habitable, being able to say astonishment is, or inundated to form puddles, phonemes or ethnographies, avoidable lawns for conveniently cement has paralleled urban development. Persistence crosses inertia, nervous reduction, punctual, unlikely abandoned lot, detailed, scrawny lemon trees, pebbles, spiders, damsels. Urban subjugation inverts curiosity, inspection crescendo, steam engine, rainy season, primarily lush, klutzy, like foreign analogy. Fleshless, misshapen detonation sweeps magnificent, historic into the dampened room. The B-52s in the background and windmills, wasps, puzzlements in governmental formation, uninformed bravely, sweetly, cheap white wine, allied, nationwide. Licit, tremendous, unjust, oxidized, fancified notions tremulously rock, spin, confirm and mirror, or vacuum in dependence, excuse me, no, excuse me. Each tablet sweetens like 2 teaspoons of sugar. Incessant protests from the peanut gallery irritate rash, clean-shaven civil overseers. Desist, the clamoring clamors to no anvil deterrent, safety in public, or don't go out. Top is always the top, or always top is in top. Dwindling prowess, verbiage, entrenched weaponry up a sleeve, in transit, dwindling diameter, chalky, bolted, structural support, minutia, derailments, in 1 minute, an arc of glass, just a minute, encounters the smell of fire, spinny, doll dress, bow-legged, not need, dances when they say dance, dissolves when they say come here. Ration is intricate negligence plan in the station. A woman in curlers, intimate veracity, rebounds indulgence, the mate of a matron's handbag. Condensed or convinced, pure chicken feed, she scoffed, denied or referred, poppy seeds unavailable, crossing a busy street, the question unavailable, carelessly berated or retrograde. Will not tolerate, will expand, offer known facts, armed with knives, departed small doll, dust, broken spectacles, and crashed personnel are cooperating every single night. Will not be known. Our mission, aliens, from the moment armed, ready, resources, assistance, rubble, to operate, provide, retaliate, applause, trauma should never have seen your civic duty to do it. An ellipse at the intersection, an image of sky at the edge of the buildings, horizon on the upswing, perfectly coordinated and synchronized in circles, swarming the beginning. Must be reasonable, broadcast in repetition. An extraordinary fact, repercussions will exaggerate, attempts unheard, sounds deafening in the eye of a moment's compromise. In the pocket, standard code, standard coordinates, the economics of a skirt, roaming coordinates, endemic prattle, spacious in a situation, a room, no cipher, pumped rotten water, no water, all borders closed. Time zone, no joke. Emergency shelter does your civic duty duly. Does it extend tremulous, undescribed equipment detailed daily? The similarities are there, unconfirmed, suspected. The investigators, investors, untouched. Steal, not steal, the brightest beacon, daring, evil functions. Continue, assemble, business unyielding, research, hunt, just enforce, respond. Animated unanimosity, there is a dump, debris, all necessary is being taken and appropriate. In this frame, the young female is terrified of surgery. What is the sounds of a scar? Absent and written without warning in a bank in a quickly fading vocabulary lesson. Repeat, please. Wrist, vocal cord, spine, tonsil, solar. And at any given moment, a floor becomes a source, a theory of light or lil. Or at evening, sidelong, with no one to sling to the self-made woman's crushed surface, betraying the failures of the five-finger technique as if there were another option, another red, another dead triptych, another sweet Monday morning bludgeoning out into its week, a tank of fish or a tank of soldiers, shoulder to shoulder, behind glass.